is to blame? This is the question I keep asking myself whenever I hear people discuss about rape, sexual violence, child abuse, and the treatment of survivors in our society. Really, who is to blame? Is it the woman who went to meet someone? Is it the woman who wore a particular outfit? Is it the woman who trusted someone? Is it the person who left home? Is it the child? Is it the toddler? Because if we are to say rape happens because of what the woman wears, where she goes, who she chooses to meet, then what exactly do we say about children who are sexually abused? What do we say about toddlers? What do we say about babies? Were they old enough to make sexual decisions? These questions expose the weakness in the way we often discuss sexual violence, because the problem is not the victim's clothing. The problem is not simply where the victim went. The problem is not that the victim trusted someone. The responsibility of sexual violence belongs to the person who chooses to violate another human being. A person can trust the wrong person and still not deserve to be raped. The consequences of violence do not always end when the physical incident ends. You get? The event may last minutes, the trauma may last years. The person, and that is the victim, may continue to struggle with fear, with anxiety, with mistrust, shame, anger, confusion, and the psychological consequences of what happened to them. And sometimes the person who caused the harm continues with their life, while the victim is left carrying the aftermath. This is something I understand, not only as a mental health advocate, but as a person with lived experience. As a mother, I have also experienced situations that have made me deeply conscious of how vulnerable children are. Children are dependent on adults for protection. They trust the adults around them. And at the same time, being related to a child does not automatically make the person safe. A child can be harmed by strangers. A child can be harmed by an acquaintance. A child can be harmed by relatives. A child can be harmed by someone entrusted in their care. Children must not be beaten to stupor, or burnt, or disfigured, or sexually abused, exploited, or subjected to cruelty under the guise of discipline. Do you discipline your child the way you discipline that boy under your care? Do you discipline your child the way you discipline that girl under your care? Why extend such cruelty to that child? Because you didn't birth the child. So yours is good for keeps, and you maltreat the other one cruelly to the point that you disfigure them. And you say, may God not punish you. A child is a human being, and children deserve protection. This is why we must have these conversations, because mental health does not exist separately from the reality people experience. Violence affects mental health. Sexual abuse affects mental health. Child labor, child neglect, child abuse affect mental health. And the aftermath of these experiences can be profound. People may need someone to listen to them without judgment. They may need psychological support. They may need medical care. They may need legal assistance. They may need protection. They may need financial support. And sometimes they may simply need someone to believe them enough to help them get the right support. This is why I strongly believe we must stop blaming victims for the actions of perpetrators. I am Blessing Iyang Obot, the founder, Mothers Love Mental Health Foundation, and as someone committed to promoting mental health, reducing the stigma surrounding mental illness, listening to people, supporting vulnerable individuals, and connecting people to appropriate professional psychological help. I believe that these conversations are necessary because we cannot speak alone about mental health while ignoring the experiences that destroy it. We cannot say we support survivors while blaming them for what was done to them. People deserve safety, children deserve protection. Thank you.